Welcome, Wichita. My name is Lily Wu, the mayor of the city. Joining me today is Tyler Schiffelbein, who helped us launch our new wichita.gov website. But before we talk about that, I'd like to know how you got started here at the city of Wichita.
I worked at Channel 10 at one point in my life. I worked there from 04 to 08, and then 08 I came to the city as their videographer. And so I did that for several years, and then about 2020 they kind of started shifting my role to broader communications. So now I do anything, everything communications, and the role has now taken on website as well.
Well, the website is something that I'm really excited about. Wichita.gov has had a facelift, and it is thanks to you and your team. Can you tell me first, what was the impetus behind a whole reboot?
So back in 2021, City Council asked us to look at the website and make improvements, redesign it, whatever. So a lot of people think, okay, website, that shouldn't take very long. You just do a refresh. Well, if we were going to do this, we wanted to do it right. So we went out and we looked at best practices, other cities across the United States. What are they doing? What could we be doing differently? We reached out and did surveys with residents and staff as well to try to gather input and think what is it that is wrong with our site now? What are we doing well? And let's see where we can improve. So throughout 2021, we did the survey process, the feedback process, and then we started interviewing vendors or reaching out to vendors, I guess, to do government websites to kind of get an idea of what that would look like. And then in 2022, that kind of carried over into that and the RFP process, which took a lot longer than what we would have liked, but hey, we're government. That's the way it works sometimes. We think about the website as, you know, somebody does a website, it's 15, 20 pages on a normal website. Ours, you think we have 15, 16 different departments, and they're all like different businesses. And we have, I think, around 700 pages. So we have a lot of different needs to meet. So we had a lot of collaboration between all of our departments to come together and make sure that what we have works for everybody. And then we did the build with Civic Plus in 2023 to get where we are today.
And Tyler, I heard that one of the key items that the community wanted was a better search function.
Yes.
Can you talk about that? Because that is something that when you go to a website, you hit search and people are interested in a specific topic.
Yeah, so the search function we knew with our old website was not very good. You know, we even as staff, we'd type in something and we could not get what we wanted. So we knew that had to be number one. All the surveys said that was number one function, or the number one thing that we want to see fixed. So then we, with Civic Plus, they have an AI-assisted search, so it will crawl our website and look for terms that someone's searching, and it will bring those up first. Now, if there are certain things that somebody searches a term and it's not returning what they want, we can go in and tag pages to help assist that search and make it even better than what the AI can do. So that's what we do. We monitor what people are searching. A couple times throughout the week, I'll go and look at those search terms and try to find out what people are getting, and then we'll tag the pages. So hopefully within the first few items that return in that search, they're getting what they need.
Okay, so besides a search function, there's also site navigation.
Yep.
Can you talk about some of the things that are new with site navigation?
Yeah, so the site navigation, with our old site, if you worked in government, even some people that worked in government didn't quite get it, but a lot of people on the outside don't speak government. So we wanted to make this intuitive for anybody who's been to our site, has not seen this before, that they could find what they need easily. So licenses and permits, for example, you used to have to go to the finance page and then look for it through there. Now it's really easy. We have a button right here. You can click and go straight to it. Under business, people might think, okay, I'm looking for something business related, looking for license and permits here. Or someone might think, okay, how do I? And then they can search for license and permits there as well. So we tried to anticipate and find different ways that people might be looking for information and find multiple ways to get to one source. Some other things is we have a chat bot as well here down at the bottom right of the screen. You see this, hi, how may we help you today? You can just click on that and the chat bot can come up, and it works as a search function as well. But we've also entered a lot of preloaded answers to questions. So if somebody wanted to pay their water bill, you can just type in water bill, and it will scan our site for that information, but we have a predetermined answer, so it can also pull that up as well and just give you the information you need directly. So that AI, and then also adding in these preloaded answers, just trying to get people where they need to go and get that information quickly.
For the folks that have been using wichita.gov and finally have seen a new face to that homepage, they might be aware that in the past we used to have Access Witchita.
Yeah.
What happened to that, and how is that now better for our consumers?
So, like I said, one of the things we were wanting to look at everything and do this project right, and we knew we had Access Wichita, and I think there's an app out there somewhere too that might even predate Access Wichita. We thought it was kind of confusing for people to go to two different websites. You have Access Wichita over here, wichita.gov over here. So why not make it all where they can get everything they need in one place? So we decided to look at, is there a way we can build it all in to wichita.gov? So now here on the home page, we have this report an issue button that would take place of the former Access Wichita. And it has all of the issues that you would have been able to find on Access Wichita report there. And it comes as an app as well. So if you are on Google Play or the App Store, just search City of Wichita, and then you can get this app. And it's got a location here. You can drag the map around to whatever location you're is, or type in the location, and then hit next. And we have request categories here. So you can do everything from animal control to public works, street maintenance, forestry, all sorts of categories there within this app. So anything that was on Access Wichita before is here in this app now. But also on the website, we have all these other things that you might think to do that not part of the app on report and issue. So if you want to file an ethics complaint, there's links to that on the, under this report and issue tab as well. So we're just trying to get everything where you might think of report and issue, any of those things that might not work together for our systems, but it's working best for the users.
You know, the one that I get most often is about streets and potholes. Yep. How much easier is it now on our website?
So yeah, it's just go to the website, click on report an issue, and then like I said, there's the map there. You just drag the map to where that location is, or you type in an address, and then go down and select report a pothole, and then you can upload a photo. If you want to take a picture of a pothole, you can do that. Upload the photo, you can put in any comments you want with it, and then hit submit. And you can sign up if you want to track to see when that has been fixed. As soon as it goes into our work system, our team will see it and then assign it out, and then as soon as that has been filled or whatever job has been completed, they'll mark it as completed, and you will get a notification if you signed up for that the work has been finished.
That is great, because we, again, want to be much more communicative with our community. One of the things I love is being more transparent and also increasing that engagement with our community. So with this new website, what are some ways in which we can do that? Yeah,
there are a lot of different ways people can engage on this new website. So one of the features we didn't have before is you can create an account. So at the top right of the screen, you come up here to website sign in. You just click on that, and then you can either, if you have an existing account, you can log in, or you can create an account. From there, there's a lot of things you can do. You can sign up for notifications. So all of our new calendar tool, that's something I can talk about here in a little bit, but you can sign up for notifications to different meetings or events. Any news flash items we have, notifications for those, or alerts, you can sign up for all of those notifications. And so any of those, let's say for our calendar function, for example, if someone wants updates for a city council meeting, they want to know when the next meeting is, they just click on the notification. You can get email or a text message, and we can set a date. So 3 days prior to a city council meeting, we're going to send out an alert letting everybody know that this meeting's happening at this time. So that goes from city council to, let's say, district advisory boards or the citizens review board. You can sign up for any of them. And if you sign up for one, that doesn't mean you're getting all of them, so you're not getting spammed with all the, I don't know how many different boards and advisory committees we have. You would just get the ones you sign up for. So that's one more way. And then with forms and stuff, you can save your account information. So like you don't want to fill out your name or email address or phone number, whatever, for every form you're filling out. You can remember that within your account and fill out that as well. So
you're trying to make it easier so that there is greater engagement and again, that transparency piece here at the City of Wichita. Now the website just launched a few weeks ago. Can you tell me other features that are new on this website that our consumers, our residents of Wichita would be really proud to see? Yeah, so I talked a little bit about the calendar function. That's something that we heard a lot of people wanted, was to see what's going on. So within the website, you can go to anywhere. I think there's calendars on all the different board pages, or even there on the home page. There's a calendar. You can sit there and click on view all events or view whatever event, and it can take you to a master calendar of all of our events. And then you can filter and say, I want to see just this, meeting, just this event.
and then get all of that information and sort it by day, month, year, however you want to sort that out. So that's something that's really cool. We have also a facilities module now. So it's something I didn't even know existed until we got this Civic Plus product. But we have all of our parks and our fire stations, police stations, libraries in this facilities module, and it's sortable as well. So you can look for amenities. You want to see a park that has benches. You can say, hey, I want benches, or I want just the parks category, or I want just fire stations, and then it'll show you on the map, and you can click and get information about each of those items as well. So accessibility was another one of the big issues that people were looking into and wanting us to do even better at. And as government, we have a responsibility to make sure we're accessible to everyone. So if you, on the right side of the screen here, if you click on this little blue icon, there's a lot of different tools here to help with accessibility for people who may be reading. So if contrast, if you have issues with contrast, you can adjust the contrast on the page. And I don't know what some of those would be used for personally, but you have that. One of the cool things that you can click on this font, and it changes the font. So if it's easier for you to read on a different size font, different text, and then there's even a dyslexic font. So it weights the font at the bottom, so it's easier for people with dyslexia to be able to read the font. And then we also have like a bar that'll help as you're reading. You can highlight just one line at a time, that sort of thing. So we have the accessibility features there with Audio Eye. And then another thing we were really interested in was language translation. So we have, with the help of Google Translate down here on the bottom left, you can select any language you want, and it translates the entire website into that language. So
I am definitely very happy to see not only the ADA compliance, but also the language accessibility. I think that really, again, increases that level of engagement with our community. So thank you for being able to be more in tune with the needs of our community and those language and ADA compliance needs. Now, I wanted to know, are there any other things that are going to happen with the website moving forward that people can expect that are not live just yet?
Yeah, so one thing we did when we launched this, or right before we launched, we went out and we were showing people, district advisory boards and other groups, the website, trying to get feedback before we launched and that sort of thing. And some great ideas came about with that. So one of the things that came out, I think, was in District 2. They were wanting a glossary of terms so someone could speak city. Because we use a lot of acronyms and that sort of thing that people don't always know. So we're developing that list now, and we're going to host that on the website as well, so people can go in and it's like, what do you mean IRB? What is that? And so then they can go and look at that. Another great comment that came out of one of those was someone was wanting to see all the city policies in one place where they could just go find all of that easily. So we're looking into that as well. I'm working with the Human Resources Department to show which policies we can put out there and that can be searchable. So that's another thing. And this is supposed to be a living, breathing website, so it's never stale. We want it to be constantly changing, updating, make sure we're meeting the needs of everybody as time moves on. We have website feedback, or if you just have questions, you can email the webmaster at the bottom of the page in the footer bar. Reach out to me. I've got several comments already. I try to respond within 24 hours, depending on when I get that, what I got going on. And we want to make sure that we are meeting needs as best as possible. Another thing, we're monitoring the search, as I talked about that, and see what people are looking for. Make sure, is there something that people keep searching for? Maybe it's not in the best place. Maybe we highlight that and make it more accessible. Same with the chatbot. We monitor that data, and then we'll also see what pages are being visited most to see if maybe something on the home page needs to be bumped up and something bumped out to get people where they need to go as quickly as possible, because we want to make sure it's just a couple clicks away no matter where you're at on the website.
Well, I love all the new features, and I know that our community will really enjoy seeing the new features on the website, and just being able to be more accessible to the community, I think, is always a plus. So thank you to you and the team for launching our new wichita.gov website. There's also on the City Council tab information on all the 6 council members that you can sign up to get their newsletters, and I think that that's a very useful tool. So another great way that you can easily access that. Again, it's on the wichita.gov site. Just click on City Council, correct?
Yep. City Council, or at the very bottom of the page, there's a link to sign up for newsletters and alerts. You can get it there as well, or on the City Council pages. And then also under City Council, you can look what district you're in. You don't know who your council member is, you can look up what district you live in by putting in your address. So
Well, thank you so very much, Tyler, for explaining the new features on our new website, wichita.gov. Again, hope that you will take a look and navigate wichita.gov. And if you have any feedback, we welcome that at any time. Well, at this time, we thank you again for joining us, and again, have a wonderful day.